And now, it's all that.
Hello and welcome to another episode of All That. I'm Jasmine Peralta and today we have a jam-packed show for you all. College Kitchen is back alongside some new segments from Southern Style and a look into a social experiment called Disconnected. We also have a very special guest that will be joining me later on and performing as well. But first, let's talk a little bit about internet memes. We all know them and love them and have our favorites. But what happens when you take internet phenomena and pose them as serious questions? Mike found out in this edition of Internet Investigators.
Hello everyone, this is Mike Benson at SCSU TV. I'm here with a new segment for All That called Internet Investigators. Why is it called that? Well, over these past few months, we've had several questions being asked all over social media, all over the internet. And my goal, my mission today is to find out the answers to those questions. Let's go see if we can get those answered. Media. Can you please tell me what are those?
I hope you're referring to those shoes right there because those are god-awful, my friend.
Shoes.
Any specific kind of shoes or just shoes in general?
Just moccasins.
For what are those, man, you just have to look at what they have on. And when you see it, it's funny because you're literally asking yourself, what are those? And you're hoping that you can get an answer out of them. It's like a joke, but you actually really want to know.
Well, I mean, they are my Crocs!
Sir, can you please tell me why you always lying?
I don't know. Oh my god, stop lying. Come on, man.
I really don't lie. I don't lie.
Now, is that a lie? Or
No, it wasn't. No.
I tell the truth, so help me God. But why you always lying? It's for people like who always stunting, as they say around my hometown. It's like, yeah, I'm faithful. Why you always lying? Like, we all know what's really up.
Yeah, man, some people you're fronting, you be like, so how are your midterm grades? Oh, I got all A's. Why are you lying? You know what I'm saying? Don't lie to me. You even almost fell it out for the past 2 semesters.
what happens during Netflix and chill?
Well, when a mommy and a daddy love each other, they get together to watch Netflix, preferably Daredevil. And then they start acting like mammals, like something you'd see on the Discovery Channel.
You know, I just like to watch The Notebook with my friends, not that way.
Well, since I'm poor and can't afford Netflix, I use YouTube and chill.
What happens when your hotline blings?
You have a voicemail.
Well, that's just when you become possessed, by some kind of weird demon that likes to dance like this.
I think we have a better understanding on these questions, and we can now go about our lives, not asking why you always lying. What are those? I think we have a general consensus about what Netflix and chill is, and when your hotline blings, I think we now know what happens when your hotline blings. Tune in next time for another episode of Internet Investigators, and keep tuning into All That. This is Mike Benson, signing off.
Thank you, Mike. Now, everybody has their loyalties to certain apps on their phones and tablets. Whether they're for social media, productivity, or just to pass the time, here at All That, we are bringing you something new where we spotlight different apps that you may or may not be familiar with. This week's app is Waze, and it describes itself as the world's largest community-based traffic and navigation app. Drivers who use the app can use real-time traffic and road info to help save time, gas money, and improve daily commuting for all. What I like about this app is that it is able to determine the fastest and easiest routes for you to take while also changing route if and when it realizes there is beginning to be too much traffic or some sort of hazard up ahead. It also lets you know when cops are up ahead, so that's a good thing. A downside of the app would be that if you have a long trip ahead of you and no phone charger, a drained battery will become a roadblock for you. Waze receives 4.5 stars in the App Store, and our rating here at Owl That concurs. If you have a favorite app that you put your friends onto and you want everyone else to know about, tweet us at SESUTV and hashtag #AppSpotlight, and you could be on our next show. Up next, we have Southern Style, where Kayla did a quick-fire on-the-street interview with Southern fashion designer Kojo. Let's have a look.
Go ahead.
What is the name of your line?
Well, the name of the brand is Kojo, and I guess a capsule collection right now I'm working on is called Afghanistan. So the brand is basically to present what I feel inside, what I feel on the outside, what everybody else is thinking but doesn't want to say, because today nobody wants to be considered sensitive. People are in this lane where they want to be different but don't want to be individuals. They don't want to be in a corner by themselves. They want to fit in but also be different. But this place is all about being an individual and being different. If you have to be alone, you have to be alone. If you have to go with a group, you go with a group. But right now, it's all about being you, being completely yourself wherever you go. That's what my brand is about.
What made you start your own brand?
Well, after a while, I found out I had no other outlet for my emotions. I was tired of expressing myself to people, expressing myself to people over the internet, things, buying clothes, doing that. Everything else that I was just doing was just not working. So now I started to put my emotions into the clothes that I make, and I started to design clothes that represent emotions, and people started catching on to it. So I was just like, why not? Because I've always done this anyway, so I might as well just do something that makes sense this time.
Where do you see your brand going?
Europe. Well,
Where do you get your inspirations from?
I get my inspirations from my day-to-day, my friends, people who are around me, my parents, and even my school, pretty much. Like, the people out here are really, to me, this place is really weird, so it inspires me a lot. Like, I don't want to throw anybody out there, but a lot of things that go on around here kind of inspire me, pretty much.
Thank you, Kojo.
All right, in a few moments, I will be speaking with my special guest. If you've been keeping up with Owl That for the past few years and remember the first ever episode, you know this person very well. But first, what is the longest you think you can go without your cell phone or any social media? A few days? An hour? Laura and Liz decided to go off the grid for a whole week in this preview of Disconnected. Let's check it out.
Today's the day we're going to be locking our phones up for a whole week, including the weekend.
I do everything with my phone. Like, oh my goodness, I need to go buy an alarm clock.
There's going to be no phones at all until Monday afternoon.
So that means from today, Monday, until next Monday afternoon, I can't use my phone, my mom's phone, my sister's phone, nothing.
No social media at all on anyone's computer, tablet, whatever. None at all.
Okay, so day 2 of no phone. Walking from my class to my dorm, and all I see is everybody on their phones. It's really crazy. Like, I saw 4 kids almost bump into each other because they were just so in tune to their phones that they weren't paying attention to where they were walking.
I did a whole bunch of stuff that, I probably wouldn't have done if I had my phone, because I would just laid in bed. This doesn't fit in your pocket, though, so you have to literally carry it. So I'm using my house phone.
I hate it. I don't like it. It is very inconvenient. Monday afternoon, you can't come soon enough.
Joining me now is someone you more than likely have seen due to his wide involvement on campus, or perhaps his eye-catching clothes, Sammy Maximin. Thank you for joining me, Sammy, and welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me, Jazz.
So, Sammy, you were actually, I kind of hinted at this earlier in the show, but you were my first guest ever here on All That.
First.
It was a few years ago, about 2 years ago or something. And you were promoting your new album at the time, Individuality.
Yep.
Why don't you tell us how the album has done?
Okay. So when I released the album, like I had like a really like cool promotional like campaign for it. Like people would have signs saying Individuality and stuff like that. It came out, it did well, and it spawned like my first big song ever, like I Am Here. That was the song.
Which you performed first.
Right. I performed that song for you guys, and it kind of created a buzz on campus for me, and that was like my first time like, wow, people actually know my music, sort of. And from there on, like things have just kind of been growing. So yeah, it did really well, really well.
Great. So what would you say from that then, at that time of your life and now, would be the biggest change?
Definitely the biggest change was my music video, Religion. First of all, it like blew up. It did bigger than I thought it was gonna be, but what went into it was just so much. Like the training, I had lost like 30 pounds for it in like a certain amount of time.
Wow.
Right, and like I was doing like special effects, like live special effects. It was really, really big and just out of the box. And when we released it, it did really well. So that's probably the biggest thing that's happened.
So what are you doing now in terms of music and everything else in your life?
Well, obviously school, that's, you got to carry that weight a bit. But aside from Religion, I put out a new song, Take You Away. I've got a whole bunch of new music coming soon, getting ready to film another music video for following up with Religion. So it's going to be really awesome.
Great. So I know you are very involved on campus. You host a number of events here for different sororities and other types of organizations. And you actually are going to be hosting this year's Southern Duel.
Southern Duel all day.
How does that feel?
Actually, that feels like a good thing because I always seen pictures of it. I was like, wow, I really like those orange shirts. But but it's like I don't know. I kind of feel grateful you guys picked me like to host it because I understand it's like a very like lively event. So I'm in there.
Great.
All the way.
And you actually did a little promo piece for us too, though. Is that correct?
Yes.
So we can go right into that and get a little look at what to expect.
'Tis the season to be jolly. December 3rd, Southern Duel, hosted by yours truly, Sammy Maximin. Have the chance to earn some early Christmas gifts for the family. Even if you're in the audience, come on out. Do you have the answers?
What are you going to bring this year that you think?
Well, I definitely got to follow up with that. So I got to make sure I hold up to my word. I got to hold up to that. So I'm ready. You guys got me ready all over again.
All right, great. So as you may know, Southern Duel is on December 3rd this year at 7 p.m. So Sammy will be hosting, so you should definitely come out and see that. It'll be a ton of fun. So we're not quite done here with Sammy yet. He will be giving us a special performance of his song, Take You Away, so stay tuned. But first, a look into an all-new college kitchen.
Hey guys, I'm Laura. And I'm Jemima. And welcome back to another exciting season of College Kitchen. This year, we're spicing it up a little bit and we're doing College Kitchen around the world.
Yes, Laura's right. So this semester, we're gonna take you on a tasty journey around the world, and we're gonna have a couple of students from campus that you've probably seen around from different cultural backgrounds to help us out as we showcase different foods from different cultures throughout this season. So today we have our friend Arsene who's gonna help us out, and Laura's gonna introduce her. And here she is! Hi Arsene.
Hello.
Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. So why don't you tell our audience a little bit about yourself, like where you're from and what you'll be cooking for us today.
Well, my name is Arsene Gaya. I am from Angola, Africa, which is in the South Central Africa, and here at Southern, I'm a senior studying communication, and I'm a student assistant at the Multicultural Center. And today I'll be cooking one of my favorite dishes, which is called caldeirada de frango, which is like kind of like a stew with chicken, with vegetable and potatoes. And then for the side dishes, we have yellow rice along with that.
Oh, awesome. Is there any cultural significance to the dish or anything like that? Is there a story behind it, like why your culture eats that food usually, or is it
Well, our culture is mainly influenced by the Portuguese culture, because they kind of colonized our country.
Okay.
So this is like a Portuguese / Angolan dish, because most of the cuisines are inspired by the Portuguese culture. Yeah, so yeah, that's the little thing behind it. And then this is just a great dish for for the whole family, just an event, a party, or maybe just the weekend, after church or any events, you guys can just cook it in for the family.
Here's how it came out. I'm really excited to try it. Wow.
You like it?
It's really good. Oh my god.
So guys, this is how it came out, and
it's so good.
As you can see, Laura's really enjoying it, and I can't wait to taste this once I'm done closing up here. So Harsine, thank you so much for cooking this dish for us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Oh my god.
Hopefully I can come back and cook some food for you.
Yeah, so hopefully she can come back and cook more food for us. So guys, as we're closing up, thanks for watching, and we have more surprises for you in the next coming episodes. And this semester, we want you to use the hashtag College Kitchen World Tour. That's hashtag, you know what a hashtag is, College Kitchen World Tour. And send us pictures of yourself trying out the dish, send us pictures of you trying out the food, and even send us recipes through our Instagram, our Facebook, and our Twitter at SSU TV. So follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and also send us your hashtags with your food, with pictures of you cooking the food with your own recipes. And also, this semester we ran a competition where if you send us your recipes or your pictures, you send it to Ronan to actually come on the show and cook that dish for us. So thanks again for hanging out with us today. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. This is really good.
Bye.
King Glory, baby. Sammy Maximin. Dear Lord, this is Sam, this is my letter to you. I'm writing cause my prayers don't seem to be getting to you. See, I've got some questions, even some things to mention. Like I'm tired of being a hypocrite, I'm done pretending. I'm just tired of running to you when I know I'm dirty, unworthy. Asking for forgiveness and some mercy. But why do you do it? Why do you even try to love me? When I'm guilty and filthy and the insides I'm ugly. But I must be taking advantage, cause I always manage ignoring what you say when I'm acting careless. But you're trusting me, doing so much for me, supplying my needs and supplying them abundantly. So why? Why do you always see me through? Why don't you ever treat me the way I treated you? I know you're tired, God, and I hope you're reading this. It's your son, sincerely, the hypocrite. I can see you fell and lost your way. And
And I can see the tears that pour like rain. And I can see them pushing you away, away, away. And I can see the hurt behind your hate. I forgave you for all your past mistakes. Wanna take you and wash the pain away, away, away. Away, away, away. Away, away, away. Dear God, I know how you feel about sin, so why do you want me to do greater things? I done prayed every day and still remain the same. And I've come to grips that maybe I don't want to change. With these thoughts I'm fighting with, I'm just struggling. I used every muscle in this body you call your temple. Now look at all the messes and infested with my lust. And I just can't adjust without humility in my gut. Cause my pride, I never swallowed it. Instead, I just followed it. My pain, I still wallowing to the point I just drowned in it. And I became hateful and ugly. Still not a single friend wants me. Then you turn around and say you love me. But I'm hurting you those times I deserted you. God, I'm not deserving you. I don't think I can service you. But I hope you're reading this. It's your son, sincerely, the hypocrite. I can see you fell and lost your way. And I can see the tears that pour like rain. And I can see them pushing you away, away, away. And I can see the hurt behind your hate. I forgave you for all your past mistakes. Wanna take you and wash the pain away, away, away. Away, away, away. Away, away, away. And I will pick you up, I will let you down, I will set you north on higher ground. Dear God, I'm tired of this place of sin that I have been and lived in with these residents. They say they're friends with you but only ride the fence. Cause with them, I began to pick up the world's smallest violin. And then began composing a tune of woe is me. But woefully, I found some hope for me. So hopefully, this place of sadness, house of madness is up for sale. My bags are packed, and those empty frames of the past are in the trash. You turned the water into wine, we took the wine to answer why and justify that we should intoxicate our lives. So I'm saying, I'd rather die for you than live for Satan. I can see you fell and lost your way. And I can see the tears that pour like rain. And I can see them pushing you away, away, away. And I can see the hurt behind your hate. I forgave you for all your past mistakes. Wanna take you and wash the pain away, away, away. Away, away, away. Away, away, away. I will pick you up. I will let you down. I will set you north on higher ground. Come on. I will pick you up. I will let you down. I will set you north on higher ground. I will pick you up. I will let you down. I will set you north on higher ground. And I will pick you up when I'm stressing out. When nothing's working out, take me away, set me north. I will pick you up, I won't let you down. I will set you north on higher ground.
I will pick you up, I will let you down. I will set you north on higher ground.
King Glory.
I want to thank Sammy Maximin for that great performance and joining me here today. Here at SCSU TV, we're coming out with new content every week, so check us out on our YouTube page with full episodes of Film Guy reviews, College Kitchen, and so much more. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time here on Owl That.